Ted Harrison was a Canadian painter famous for his colorful landscapes of the Yukon, where he lived. His works are characterized by their bright color palettes and the simplified design with the sun and mountains as the main focus. He once said, "I simplified everything down until I saw the rhythms in the land and sky. So I portrayed those rhythms, and they're always there. If you ever get bored, all you need to do is look up at the sky." We are going to create our very own Ted Harrison-inspired landscape using warm and cool colors. Using a pencil, very lightly draw a line across the middle of your paper for your horizon line. Keep it light. Then, starting at the bottom, begin making lines that will be the different mountains and land areas. So I'm just going across and making some kind of like craggly, wavy, uneven lines. That's fine. And if you want to do that all the way up to your horizon line, you totally can. He does it. It's beautiful. If you would like to create a space in the middle where there's water, you're going to start on one side and begin making those same kind of craggly lines, but instead of going all the way across, you're going to cut back towards the side so that it's only reaching out along one edge. Now I go to the other side and I'm doing the same thing. I'm going across, but then I'm cutting back in till it touches another line below. I'm going to just keep on doing that, and that space in the middle is what will become my water space. So again, I'm going on the side, creating my line, and then cutting back in till it touches the line below it. My lines right now are pretty flat, almost like it's gently sloping. But if you look at some of Ted Harrison's landscapes, he has a lot of really high, tall mountains. So don't be afraid to try that line going up really, really high, like a really big diagonal line. It's up to you, and you can play around with it. You can see here, I changed my design just a little bit. As you go over the horizon line, be sure to erase that horizon line because that's something that's hidden now by the landmass that you've drawn. Here we go, I'm going over, and then I'm cutting back down, and I'm erasing my horizon line that I covered. There's my waterway. You can leave it like that, or if you want, along the horizon line, you can draw another mountain peak, which is what I'm doing here. At this point, we're going to work on the sky. And remember how Ted Harrison said that he likes the rhythms of the sky? So after you draw your sun, which almost all of his pictures have, you're going to draw the rhythms of the sky, which for me look like curved U lines. And I'm just drawing them all along in like a pattern. You can do it totally differently. Look at his work. Maybe you want to draw more clouds, or you want to actually put lines in. It's up to you. This is just how I'm doing it. Once you're done with your design, use a black marker or crayon to outline everything. Erase any pencil marks that are still showing. Let's talk about colors. Take your markers or crayons and line them up in rainbow order. Then, separate them between the yellow and green. On one side, you'll have all your reds, oranges, yellows, and pinks. These are the warm colors. Warm colors oftentimes get thought of as the sun, summer, fire, or emotions like happy, angry, or joyful. On the other side is our cool colors. Those are our greens, blues, and purples. Cool colors often make me think of the water, grass, a cool breeze, or emotions like sad and calm. Once you've separated your colors, put them into individual piles. So all your warm colors, including your crayons and your markers, will go together in one pile. And the other pile will have all of your cool colors for crayons and markers. Yellow-green is actually a warm color, so make sure that goes in the right spot. And magenta is a cool color, so make sure those end up in the right piles. Time to color. The reason we've separated our colors into two piles is because one color family will be used for the land and one color family will be used for the sky. I'm choosing to use cool colors for my land, but you can use warm colors if you'd like. I have an extra sheet of paper here just to help me figure out which colors I'm going to be using to test them beforehand, because I want to start with the darkest color at the bottom and slowly get lighter as I move towards my horizon line. So I'm starting with my darkest blue, which is my marker, and I'll slowly get lighter as I move up. I'm only using colors in my cool color family pile. Time for the sky. I'm using warm colors because I used cool colors for my land. If you did the opposite of me and already used warm colors in your land, remember to switch to cool colors in your sky. I'm starting with my sun, and I'll just color everything in. You'll notice I did not color in my water in the land. That's because I want my water to reflect the sky. So even though it's technically on the land, it looks like the sky above it. So I'll be using warm colors. Have fun! When you're all finished, you'll have a Ted Harrison inspired landscape with warm and cool colors.